And welcome to Business Party Podcast. Another Wednesday. We got some stuff to talk about today. Waiting on Davey to get back from whatever the fuck he's doing. And beyond that, how's it going, Jackie? How are you?
It's going good, going good. Had a really good show this morning talking about the Amityville horror. I spent 72 hours pretty much immersed in this story. Um, so much so that the words that I wanted to say were falling out of my ears and it was telling me to get out of my brain because it was a lot.
So much info.
But so much info. But it was really cool. And other than that, honestly, that's all I've been doing, man.
Nice. That's
Oh,
dope.
and being a mom,
Yeah,
that's
being a mom. Yeah.
being a
Yeah, I'm gonna
mom.
have to listen
Yeah.
to the episode. I didn't get to today. I've personally been immersing myself in nerddom, listening to
Yeah.
40 Warhammer 40K lore, learning about all of it. So yeah, getting into my nerd stash and listen to that. But I need to listen to your guys' episode because that that was a movie that I grew up on, the Amityville horror and
Mhm.
all that. It is a great movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What up? What's up, Rich?
It's a great story. It's a big story. Like, we didn't even go over a good portion of the stuff that I even researched either,
Mhm.
because by the time we ended, it was almost 3 hours long.
Damn, you guys are gonna be continuing?
Yeah, so the whole month of October, we're doing the spooky stuff, man. I
Nice.
love it.
That's my jam. I'll be listening to a lot of that.
Yeah, it's our jam too. Like if we weren't do we are doing the Ricada and Aaron Imholt stuff because we started doing it and it's the story just keeps going and it's still so interesting. But we
Yeah.
have other interests too. And with October coming up, and well, it's here, with Halloween coming up though too, we wanted to spend a lot more time on the spooky things and different, I guess, internet mysteries, true crime stuff, as well as you know, was it cults and cult leaders and serial killers?
Nice.
All the stuff that well-adjusted women like to talk
Yeah,
about.
all the usual stuff
You
that
know?
women love, death and
Right.
murder.
Yeah. I mean, I have a shirt that's set for crying out loud that says, "Murder shows in comfy clothes," for crying out loud.
Amityville horror remake with Ryan Reynolds shirtless, chef kiss. I say as a straight man, the world's sexiest man,
Oh,
Daddy
yeah.
Reynolds.
Mwah. Yes.
I'm gonna be doing like with my game streaming on my channel, stabbing like OJ, and we'll probably still be playing 7 Days to Die on the Stupids Play, but on my channel, stabbing like OJ, I'm gonna be playing the Resident Evil 2 remake where they put it in third person, so it's a lot easier to play. It doesn't have the old school controls and Resident Evil 7 and 8 probably. And I just downloaded another horror game that's on my PlayStation account called Dead Space. So I'm gonna be doing all horror games and stuff all October. So it's gonna be crazy.
Mhm. I like this. Mama J coming out with the "Let me seduce you with my knowledge on serial killers."
Mhm.
Absolutely. You wanna have
Mhm.
a conversation?
Mhm.
So, did you know that there's a murder gene, like a serial killer gene?
Mhm.
It's called, like, M something, yada, yada, yada.
I've
Anyway,
heard about it before.
mhm, that you have the
Yeah,
propensity to become a serial killer.
Mhm. Yeah, I've heard the Dead Space games are pretty damn awesome, and this is the remake of the original. I think it came out last year, so I'll be interested in trying that. Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you get a second base ready for Horde Night in 7 days. Oh yeah, we have so much going on in that game. We have I think 3 bases now. We're on day like 290 or something like that. So we're getting close to damn near a year in game. But we're gonna be setting up another base. So when it comes to Horde Night, it's just you get attacked all night and you gotta survive. It gets pretty wild.
And this is what game? I don't know, I don't know
That
anything about video
7 days
games.
to die. 7 days to die. It's a
Oh,
Yeah, zombie
okay.
survival game, but you actually have like, you start with absolutely nothing, then you have to build
Mhm.
everything, like making your weapons, making your house, all that shit, and you gotta be able to survive. What up, Lone Star?
Hello. Interesting. Well, do you
Yeah, it gets pretty
in
wild.
In any place that you go, like, if you're traveling or anything, is it a guy thing to, um, know the zombie escape routes?
What
And
up, kid?
if there was a zombie apocalypse, if you're in that space when it
Kinda. I mean, if like, well, I mean, it's almost the same thing as knowing like your bug out area. Like if shit goes down, you got to know a place to be able to go and whatever else. Like here in my town, I have a place 45 minutes away that's like nobody's around basically and shit. So if something went
Mhm.
down, that's where I'm going. If it
Right,
was zombie
right.
apocalypse time, oh yeah. But generally, yeah, like especially me, I will. If I go to a different state or something, I'll look at the area around, and if shit starts going down, or I have to be able to get out of places, you know. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Or, I had a zombie apocalypse contingency plan since 2008. Hell yeah, that's right.
nice. Yeah, no, my husband has told me that every place, every house that we've ever lived in or like place we visited, he's had an idea of a plan if the zombies were going to come to that place right then and there, what we do and where we go. And I was
Mhm.
like, I just never thought about that before. I didn't know if it was a guy thing or not.
Be like, "Do you happen to have spare boards or pallets that I can rip apart and start boarding up windows and
Right. I've always
doing shit
wondered
like
that in
that?"
all the zombie shows. Where'd they get all the wood from, man?
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, we're waiting for David to be coming back here in a minute, but, so, did you watch the VP debate last night?
I did not watch it last night, but I did watch it today
Oh,
in
okay.
preparation for the show today. And I had it on 2.5 speed, and it still wasn't fast enough to get through it. Like, please, for the love of God. It was, yeah. Did you watch it last night?
Yeah, I watched it last night. I thought it was pretty decent. Um, it was like, we'll show a couple of these clips, I'm gonna go ahead and show this one first, which was the most odd one from Mr. Walls. But I thought they were both actually pretty decent about not like being loud and other shit. And they were pretty decent with each other too, which was pretty cool. But let's go ahead and show this one from Mr. Walls.
So I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it. Look, the NRA, I was the NRA guy for a long time. They used to stuff.
You become what now, Mr.
Oh,
Walls?
I, I I go to the local schools and then I know
Yeah.
child shooters.
Well,
Hi,
and
sorry.
that's the messed up part is he was talking about being there with what was it, the Sandy Hook parents and stuff, and then he
Yeah.
said, "Look, I become friends with school shoot." Like, you what?
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie. If you listen to the full context of it, what he was saying was after the Sandy Hook like he was talking to parents at the Sandy Hook shooters shooting, and that he's friends with kids who shoot is what he wanted to say. Like, back
Yeah,
in the
but he
day
did
when
not say it right at
that's
all.
not what he said. He's like, yeah, no, I became friends with school shooters. And you're like,
Yeah.
did he just fucking say what I think he just said?
Excusez-moi?
I'm sorry, Sandy Hook. Your
Freud.
friend, your friends with
Yeah,
school shooters, huh?
yeah. Freud would have had a field day with that one. So
Oh my god! Well,
Yeah.
everybody did because the memes have not stopped coming out.
Oh, definitely not.
no,
I mean, but yeah. Hi guys, sorry. Had to pull daddy duty.
Right on.
She got
he said duty.
she she
Dip.
Mama Jane knows she had one of them moments.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I heard something. I heard an astute boom, and I was like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Now, here's a little part two. The VP debate remarkably started with Israel, not the victims of Hurricane Helene. Astonishingly, the moderators tried to frame the question around climate change. Well done, JD Vance, for redirecting the question back to the victims. First of all, let's start with the blah. Okay, let's go ahead and hear some of this.
The storm could become.
Here.
Let's turn now to Hurricane Helene. The storm could become one of the deadliest on record. More than 160 people are dead and hundreds more are missing. Scientists say climate change makes these hurricanes larger, stronger, and more deadly because of the historic rainfall. Senator Vance, according to CBS News polling, 7 in 10 Americans and more than 60% of Republicans under the age of 45 favor the U.S. taking steps to try and reduce climate change. Senator, what responsibility would the Trump administration have to try and reduce the impact of climate change? I'll give you 2 minutes.
Sure. So first of all, let's start with the hurricane, because it's an unbelievable, unspeakable human tragedy. I just saw today actually a photograph of 2 grandparents on a roof with a 6-year-old child, and it was the last photograph ever taken of them because the roof collapsed and those innocent people lost their lives. And I'm sure Governor Walz joins me in saying our hearts go out to those innocent people, our prayers go out to them, and we want as robust and aggressive as a federal response as we can get.
Let's turn now.
So that's one thing too that keeps pissing me off with a lot of that. Nobody's denying climate change or denying the fact that there's a climate crisis and that we can't do
Right.
anything about it.
No.
Like I've said before too, it doesn't, like, if we stopped using gas and shit today, we're not going to change the way that the weather fucking works.
But
Like,
it's
it's not going
Right.
to happen.
it's the way the Earth works. It's like there's a and people don't. It's a Ponzi fucking scheme. Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand how people don't understand this. It's a fucking Ponzi scheme. Like, they're just like, well, we need X billion. What did they just? They were supposed to, during the Infrastructure Act. They allocated, what was it, $4.5 billion to get internet into rural communities, and not one cable has been laid.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Not
Yeah.
one fucking cable has been laid. $4.5 billion to give to rural, so that rural communities can have internet access, and not one cable has been laid down. Where's the money?
Exactly. That's what I want to know. Where's the fucking money for? Yeah, climate change as a political theme doesn't make sense. It's a perpetual problem. You cannot stop the weather from changing. That is exactly. Like,
I mean-
in the Earth is either going
Right.
to warm or cool as it goes.
And let me tell you, dude, you were there. Me and Rich went down a rabbit hole the other day of that thing that Jackie sent us on TikTok, with that
About the blue jelly balls?
about the blue jelly balls. Listen, I had no idea what the fuck that lady was talking about. I had a little bit of an idea, but not too much. But I understood what she was trying to say. But like, yeah, they're like, oh, climate seeding. Oh, it's been going around since the 30s. And so that makes it okay. That makes
Right.
it like it's an okay thing. Like, yeah, no, we just been putting all this stuff in the air so that way we can get more rain, and and then
Mhm.
it went from, once again, it goes from every couple of years they tell us that if we don't do something, the Earth's going to end by 1987, 1976, 2041. It's just more money to throw at bullshit and not actually fucking give it to the people who actually need it right now.
So these are the balls that you're talking about. It's called sodium polyacrylate.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was watching some of that video too. I guess it's happened before too. I just don't know.
Yes, in Africa,
Okay.
they have that. Yeah.
Yeah, these
So-
big giant fucking balls of jelly have been falling from the sky in Africa, and like nobody can understand it, and it's just so much.
I had to
Trying to
share it with you guys because I was like, what?
I'm trying to find the video where they asked Walls about him going to or being in China during Tiananmen Square.
Oh, I don't know if I have that one, but yeah, he said he just putters out at the end. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay, hold on.
got it. I
Can
think.
you explain the
No. Oh, just
discrepancy?
those are the things that I think are the values that people care about.
So I was just watching, yeah.
Governor, just to follow up on that, the question was, can you explain the
No, just-
discrepancy?
All I said on this was I got there that summer and misspoke on this. So I will just, that's what I've said. So I was in Hong Kong and China during the democracy protest went in. And from that, I learned a lot of what needed to be in governance.
The motherfucker said he was in Tiananmen Square when the fucking people were getting bulldozed. And
Right.
and they're like,
Oh, I just misspoke.
This is what he learned. He learned Trump just don't trust China. China asshole.
China
Yeah.
asshole.
He went there and he learned how to be a fucking commie and tell people that one person's socialism is another person's neighborliness.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
mean, once
yeah.
again, this is the same guy who was telling people, who was directing their police force to have people shot into their houses with paintball guns during the pandemic. He had his snitch line.
True. If he misspeaks that much, he's unfit to be VP because he's misspeaking a lot, especially about his career and everything else.
A lot. And once again, I'm surprised nobody brought up his listen, JD Vance didn't bring up his military at all, his military service at all. And it was a shock, but I said, okay, hey, you know
I
what?
wasn't too shocked about that because I don't think that he was worried about bringing that up. I mean, I can. That's more of a Trump. That Trump is petty. Now, Vance just. Now, the thing that kind of pissed me off, which Trump has done it too, and Vance is, whenever they were saying our democracy, which one of them would ball up and say we're not a democracy, we are a constitutional republic?
Yes.
Yeah.
None of these fucking politicians do it, and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, because I don't know. I don't know why they're not saying anything.
Tim Pond was the guy who stopped the tank, didn't you know?
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about the North Carolina or we're still in the debate stuff?
Yeah, we were just talking about the debate stuff for now at first. But did you watch it all?
Yeah, we watched it all. I just hold on. Somebody said I'm going to say this is Kamala and Tim Walz.
Oh, Kip.
He's way cooler than Tim Walz.
Oh, he was way cool. Well, I mean, like, there was a bunch of stuff that me and Rich were kind of going over, and you know, and let me see, let me kind of go back to my notes. You know, they were talking about that can't do. Tim Walz was saying that Donald Trump wants to do executive orders on his first day and everything like that, and I'm like the way Kamala said that if Congress doesn't do anything, she's going to do an executive order to get assault weapons off the street.
Yeah, and also what was it, 19 or so executive orders filled out immediately whenever Biden got in.
Yeah. Oh, and all the that was another thing. Wait, where is it? So there was one of the stories about that he brought up. Who was it? Was it Amber Thurman or Hadley Duvall? She was raped by her here. This was a story that one of the stories that they were talking about.
Later on, homie.
Bye.
Later. See you.
I don't know what's going on with my Eagles. I saw you ask earlier. I don't know what's going on with them.
A 22-year-old woman became an abortion rights activist after she was raped by her stepfather as a child while campaigning with First Lady Jill Biden in Pennsylvania as part of the 2024 election push around the anniversary of the fall of Roe v. Wade. And he brought it up about how she was 12 years old and she couldn't get an abortion and whatnot. She was raped by her stepdad and she miscarried. So it's not like, and they're saying that, they're not saying that she can't have one, but they're trying to make it out that if she was raped by her stepdad, that she couldn't have. They said that they've said multiple times, and Trump has said it lately. Rape and incest, it's fine. If that's what you want, then you can have it. But they keep saying it's not. But it was 10 years ago, and then her stepfather was convicted of rape and imprisoned. But she had a miscarriage. But they said it that if he talked to Tim Walz talked about it last night, that like because of their bans and stuff like that, it's gonna be on them. You know, it's their fault. Like that, you know, this was 10 years ago.
Right.
This was when who was in charge 10 years ago? Oh, Obama, that's right. So Roe versus Wade was legal 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one was this woman. Was it this woman? The one I'm trying to find the one that was that they said was denied. This one. Amber Thurman. She went to a clinic. She was 6 weeks pregnant. Yeah. Hospital records obtained by the outlet confirmed Thurman was approximately 9 weeks pregnant with twins when she was given the abortion agent mifepristol at a clinic in North Carolina. She took a second abortion agent, misoprostol, the next day as the protocol. And on the evening of August 18, 2022, several days after the North Carolina appointment, Thurman was presented at the hospital bleeding and signs of severe infection due to retained pregnancy tissue that is medically called retained pregnancy products of conception.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that because of doctors not knowing what they can do. Oh shit! Sorry, this was the tab. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
They were saying that this is because of what happened, what Trump did versus Roe versus Wade. It's not. She took
Right.
the two abortion pills, and she still had baby
And
parts.
she had complications.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're using, but once again, they're saying because of the Roe versus Wade and what they don't want to do and what they want. And once again, they're saying that, and I saw it today. They keep talking about how JD how Walls has changed his tune on things, and Kamala Harris has changed her tune on things. Well, Trump has also changed his tune on things. Once again, he said you're allowed. Roe versus Wade is about going back to the states. Once again, Roe versus Wade was based on a fucking lie.
Yeah, it was.
Mhm.
We need to stop. Roe versus Wade was based on a lie, and it should have never gone to federal. It should have stayed at the states. And if you don't like it at the state level, change it. You have the right. The problem is that people are just fucking lazy. You're too lazy to either A, run for your local state, political, being
Mm-hmm.
a politician, or you're too lazy to go vote for the local state and politician. And once again,
Right.
if you don't like it, we're like you said, it's a republic. It's a democratic republic. We're 50 states under one giant flag.
Right.
Yet
And we're
we all have different flags for each state.
right. Well, in the way that it's supposed to work is federalism. That's the whole point of it going to the states, because then the states have their choices. That's why each state also has its own fucking constitution.
Mm-hmm. Mom, you had your hand up.
The abortion issue will never be taken care of or solidified or anything like that. It's perpetual political, running issue. Same as the border and stuff like that. Do they actually want to fix it? I hate this issue because I feel like I was lied to, manipulated, and brainwashed my entire life to think one way about the issue until I actually grew up, had my own kids, and I don't know, opened up my eyes and saw the truth about it. And I hate this issue so much because every single person, not just women, but men too, have been taught how to explain shit away. Sorry. No. They've been taught how to explain murder away.
Yeah.
Of a baby. Of a baby.
The main thing is that
a clump of cells. It's not all this bullshit. Like I was getting ready for the show, and I was like, I hope this issue doesn't come up because I'm about to
go for it. I'm gonna put my microphone on mute.
Girl, let me tell you. No, because my husband had my husband was watching it last night, and I was like burnt out. I had done all my research about murder homes and stuff like that on the Amityville stuff, and I was like, I'm done. I just want to watch my little TV show and want to crochet. I don't want to think about shit. He comes up and he's like, "Oh shit, did you see what they said about abortion?" And I was like,
son of a
had
bitch.
my drink, took a sip, and I fucking tell me.
Yeah.
So he tells me what happens, and I was like, you know what really pisses me off is that when you are taught as a woman, as a girl or whatever, when it comes to abortion, it's like when it is something that they say, oh, it's horrible, but at least you won't be pregnant. At least you won't be pregnant. Go ahead, sleep around, be a hoe, have your hoe face. Everyone has it. It's fine. Don't have no idea about personal responsibility or anything like that. It's a clump of cells. It's not really a living thing. It doesn't have a heartbeat or anything like that. It doesn't matter about the potential of what it could be. But no, but hey, how about this? Why don't we even talk about the psychological issues that you're going to go through after having an operation and stuff done like this? What's going to happen to your body? What's going to happen to your mind? Oh, not to mention what actually happens to the men in those situations too, because that stays with them fucking also.
And that's the thing that pissed me off.
Everyone just open your legs, free love, blah, blah.
Right.
It's okay if you get pregnant, just have an abortion. That's fine. No personal responsibility, whatsoever. And now when it comes to like the rape and incest thing, I'm sorry, it is still murder too. That is up to you, your doctor, and your God. And I'm telling you on that one. Because, and I'm not going to fault people who have gone and done it before, because I know you've all been brainwashed, because that's how it's been for years since this fucking issue happened. But y'all gotta wake up, open your eyes, and realize if they're saying that a single-celled organism is a life, you got two sets of DNA. You got two sets of DNA in that bitch once they come together. So I mean,
well, that's another thing is like, because I see that, because more and more people are saying that. More guys are saying to young women, stop opening your legs. Then stop fucking sleeping around. Stop being a whore. And sleeping with every person and letting them come inside you, and then just going, I'll just get an abortion. No. Yeah. And then they go, well, you can't tell a woman what to do with her body. I'm not. You know what I'm telling her to do? Stop opening her fucking legs.
Now give me your Amex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let me
I'm a
give
strong,
me
independent woman. Pay for my shit.
It's like I'm not telling you to do what to do with your body. I'm telling you what not to do with your body. Like, listen, don't just fuck everybody. How about that?
And guys, stop being stupid and come in every fucking woman you can, because if that woman does keep it, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because some women will do it. Some women will keep it.
Yeah, that's a good point to say too, is because it is on the dudes too for just being dumbass motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, it's the breakdown of everything. It's like it is for a purpose. I mean, you want to talk about consequences of having sexual relations with people, unless it's gay. There's difference. Right. You get the HIV and loose butthole, but that's different.
Baby oil.
But you poop a little strange a little while. It's different. But when you have sex, something can happen.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And the thing is, and it's a responsibility, right? It is a responsibility. And you got Democrats and shit out here being like, they basically want to have IQ tests for people when it comes to different things, because they think everyone's a retard. They really do. And so you're like, okay, but so you're saying, okay, free love and all this other stuff. And you're like, oh, murder, let's just genocide people. That's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
But then they're like, the self-righteous and, the holier than thou party.
It's so funny. The people
if you're aligned with Satanism, who uses abortion as a religious, what do they call it? A religious practice or a religious sacrament. I think you're on the wrong side. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, like that whole thing. Well, like you said earlier, that like the one point to me that really brainwashed a lot of people was the whole clump of cells thing, because that dehumanizes, it turns them not human. And then even whenever you find a heartbeat, they're still being like, well, that's not a human yet because it's not outside the body. Are you fucking retarded? Like,
yes, the same people who are telling you that are the same people who can't tell you what fucking gender they are. They can't tell you. They tell you today they're a pygmy. Tomorrow they're a fucking a custodian. The next day they're a fucking janitor. Like they don't even know what the fuck they are. And then they want to get mad at you because you don't know what they are. And then they'll go, well, a woman's body is a woman's choice is a woman's choice.
I'm just so disgusted and so sad. This is what makes me very sad, is that we have been brainwashed to think this and to compartmentalize this and to think that it's right. So you have a bunch of people out there who maybe they did have an abortion or something like that because they were taught for the longest time that it was okay. And
Yeah.
now it's like going through that cognitive dissonance of like, oh my God, what the fuck did I do? And realizing that you were lied to.
Because a lot of women say it's emotionally draining after, and once again, yeah, you also have to think about the dads too. The guy who, I mean, that video still will come up every once in a while of the woman walking into the abortion clinic and the dad crying, "Please don't kill my baby.
Yeah.
Please don't kill my baby. Please, please," pleading with her. And it's just like, and I'll see it every once in a while, and it's fucking heartbreaking. Like, listen,
Well-
when Toya found out, man, she was 5 months pregnant with Madison, there was a conversation, and I was adamant. I'm like, dude, she's 5 months.
I mean, which is cool about the
Yeah.
first part. LaVey Satanists are actually against abortion, and the tenets of Satanism are actually not that bad. Middle finger, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with being against traditional religion. Me personally, I give them the middle finger because being a traditional person is a hell of a lot better than laissez-faire, as you will, as they go. That's my opinion, and that's how I stand, because I'm not all laissez-faire, because that leads to you being a degenerate piece of shit half the time. That's how I feel.
I don't know how I feel about this comment. This comment makes me feel weird. Because yeah, but I'm glad she didn't walk out of the room this time. And she's a little angry. But you want to talk, but listen, at the end of the day, there are good stories, but also shitty stories at the same time. You want to feel real old?
No.
You want to feel real old?
I already do.
Sure.
I'm
Why
42.
not?
My body says I am.
Kurt Cobain's daughter, Frances Bean Cobain, and Tony Hawk's son, Riley Hawk, announced they have welcomed their first child together. Tony Hawk is a grandpa.
What up, Jen?
But listen, Kurt Cobain's daughter, Frances Bean, actually turned out to be kind of normal in the end. You know, with a mother with Courtney, whatever, Courtney Cox or whatever her name. I forget what
Courtney Love.
Yeah, whatever. That lady.
What's happening?
What up, Jen?
What's up?
But yeah.
Well, no, what's happened is like I feel bad for because the whole issue is glamorized. Like it's like you get a free T-shirt afterwards. You're like part of this cool club, and they don't. And the emotional and physical trauma that actually happens during like that type of thing is never talked about. And never talked about in the mainstream. It's always like women's health.
Yeah.
But what is the woman? You can't tell me. I'm so confused.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I said, one day you want to be a fucking them, they, it, her, a Zai, Zing, Zibber, a cat, a dog, but then you want to tell me it's a woman's right to have an abortion. You can't have it both ways, sweetheart. I'm sorry. You can't have it both ways. But you know, it's crazy. I don't know. And once again, did anybody see this, by the way?
Yeah, I saw that.
They were
ridiculous.
You know what I still have in my drawer? I still have Trump baby balloons. I thought they were hilarious when they came out, and like, what was it, like 4 years ago, like 2020 during that election? I bought a whole bunch of the Trump baby that like him in a little diaper and stuff. I thought they were great. I kept them.
Oh, on that too, I also I do not agree that going to church stops people. Yeah, absolutely. I don't either. That's why I don't go to church. I think church is actually pretty hypocritical and tries to make you feel bad for not going to a fucking building that doesn't have anything to do with God himself. And they're collecting taxes on people.
Bad, or is it God that's making
Them.
you feel bad for not doing that?
Them.
Well, listen, I kind of agree with Biz in that kind of way. I believe in God. There's a lot of people who try to make. Listen,
if God walked into a church, he would be flipping the tables of the people that are collecting fucking communion and not giving it back to the community.
God doesn't want you to have a Maserati. God doesn't want you to have a plane. Remember that guy? I bought the plane because don't you dare.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I say that for those who think like church people are like bad or whatever, churches aren't always for the good people. They're not
Yeah.
for the holy or the self-righteous. They're for the people who need it the most.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
Listen,
It's a-
I under-
It
Yeah,
is what it is.
I agree with that. Among religious, there seem to be better morals. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
Because
Yeah, but-
usually more religious people or people who did tend to follow stuff like that do tend to have better morals.
well, yeah, the people who believe in a higher power tend to do it because they have better morals and they have a better thought process. People who just fucking walk around willy-nilly, not caring about anything in the world, and listen, we had this conversation with Adam. Sometimes we just need to bring God needs to come back, family needs to come back, and Sunday dinners and all that stuff.
There isn't bad things in those tenants. I'm just saying. All right, so just saying, due to convince women my pull-out game is strong, don't worry, can go to hell. And there are always 4 lifers. What are 4 lifers? I don't know what that means. And then you want to restrict access to birth control for women. The pull-out game.
Listen, I told her my pull-out game is like Stephen Hawking's, okay? So
Going nowhere? Is that
dead. My pull-out game is dead. That's why she got fixed. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. It's the and the same people who want to convince you to pay for fucking all this healthcare for women and transsexual fucking surgeries and taxpayer funded this and taxpayer funded that, can't even give the fucking people in our own country money. Can't even fucking fix the people in fucking North Carolina right now.
Yeah.
The poor
Can
people.
Can I do a side note just real quick before we go? Because you're doing an amazing segue and I'm going to fuck it up and I'm so sorry. Because I have to bring this up because about the whole birth control thing. I'm actually probably on that stance that it fucks with you as a woman. I was on the lowest birth
It
control
does.
that could be for a woman. Hated it. I was a fucking monster. I could not do it. And so I'm actually going to look into like more of like the different effects that it can have on women. And also when it comes to like different types of cancers that women get too, because of the extra hormones that are in there. And it's not the best for you.
No, there's and yeah, there's plenty of forms of birth control. Not having sex is one of them.
Yeah.
That's the best.
And I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry. So
okay.
yeah, the people in North Carolina.
I fucking hate you. So the people in North Carolina, by the way, that you're president right now because the other one's retarded and in a senior home. By the way, speaking of that, after this.
There should be something going on right now with the fact that she's doing everything.
Well,
there should be a serious what I'm saying is the 25th Amendment or something should be happening because this motherfucker shows up only once every few fucking days or so. He is no longer the fucking president. This is fucking horse shit.
Actually, hold on. Let me see real quickly before we go to that. I'll show you.
His wife, my wife.
They recently.
I can't believe that nobody's like put like nobody is fucking trying to raise hell about it in our Congress. Sent nobody. Like where the fuck is he?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they were told not to do anything because Trump has put out so much merch out there that said 47. They're like, oh shit. And they don't want to give it to Kamala to be the first woman president. They're like, you can't. And even the Democrats are like, you can't give it to her. This would be a bad representation of the first woman president right now.
Shit. Where'd it go? Here it goes. Actually, they just, here it is. They just rolled him out.
Oh no! Well, this is not him though.
They were just this is.
Oh man.
Yeah, homie, send me a DM on there.
That dude's fucking dead.
Yeah, he looks like it.
That's Jimmy Carter, by the way.
Oh man,
That's
have
Jimmy
you ever
Carter.
have you ever seen the video of a woman taking a dead man into the bank and trying
Yes.
to get his money out of the bank
Yeah.
in the wheelchair? That's exactly what it reminds me of.
Right.
That dude, you cannot convince me that dude's still alive. That's what my grandfather looked like the day I saw him that he died.
Right.
That's exactly what he looked like. Mouth agape, just like that. This dude is fucking. I don't know why they won't just.
I wouldn't be rolling him outside for shit when he's like that.
No, not at all.
And if I'm like that, I either better be funny in some sort of way or put a fucking bullet in me.
Dude.
Oh man, it looks like one of those. No, don't
What?
Say it.
I can't.
Say it.
Say
Say it.
Say it. Say it.
It looks like one of those old tuberculosis wheelchairs that the people would and put him outside.
Oh shit.
That's so much better than I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say it looks like an old fuck doll. Because the mouth was... Our
He's
minds
made of
went...
the old wood. And just sitting out there so they can get some sun. Oh,
I mean,
Jesus.
well,
Oh,
I mean, well,
I'm sorry.
the Carter family at least has one fucking decoration for Halloween. Just put him in the front yard. And he's like,
That was so
I can't believe he's a fucking 100. Fucking yeah, happy 100 birthday, you old bastard.
I'm telling you, I swear to God, he is trying to make it till election day. He told his family, I don't care if I'm dead or not. Pretend I'm not dead because I want to say I lived to be not the worst president ever. Because that dude.
Yeah, he was horrible.
It's like you're actually seeing when someone says, "Hey, when I die, stuff me and have a party."
Right. Exactly.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Time to get dark.
I'm tired.
Well, on a happy note, let's go to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
President and I have been paying close attention from the beginning to what we need to do to make sure the federal resources hit the ground as quickly as possible. And that includes what was necessary to make sure that we provided direct federal assistance. And that work has been happening. I want to thank the governor for his leadership and his close coordination with the federal government, with our administration. And I want to thank the local leaders for together creating a task force-like response, knowing that we are at our best when we work together and coordinate resources, coordinate our communications to the maximum effect for the community that has been impacted. And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as...
I'm sorry. How much did she just say?
$750 to what store? The one that went down there with the river?
Fucking ridiculous. We've been giving so many billions to fucking
We
other
just
countries
gave
for bullshit.
We just gave another $2.6 billion to Ukraine 2 days ago. $2.6 billion to Ukraine. If you're still paying your taxes, you're a dumb motherfucker. $2.6 billion to Ukraine. And how much are you giving to people?
FEMA providing $750.
Oh, $750.
Yeah, I may have to tag both Biden and her on X and just say, fuck you.
Dude.
$750. And then Biden had the fucking nerve to tell everybody that we're gonna
right. Should the South identify as Ukraine to get some? That's what it seems like it needs to be.
Yeah.
Or Israel.
This poor fucking dude here.
Excuse the red face, excuse the tears. I'm pissed. I am beyond pissed. Our president had the nerve to tell us in North Carolina, after all the flood, after all the hurricane did, that there is nothing for us. There is no help for us. We have to receive help from other countries. Australia and Canada are coming to help us. Thank God I am not in one of the areas that was flooded, but I have family up that way. But guess what? We don't have self-service over there. There is no internet over there. There is nothing over there. There's no power. People lost their businesses. People lost their cars. They lost their homes in landslides. And our president, who is supposed to be for the people, says, oh, no, there's nothing for North Carolina. There's nothing for North Carolina? Come on. So you're just going to give billions, and we're talking about $400 billion was just given to Ukraine, but he can't help us here in North Carolina? Asheville barely even exists anymore. It is so covered in mud and debris. I mean, they're still finding people that are hurt, that have passed away. I am beyond pissed.
Yeah, they're still finding dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's been landslides, and it's horrible. It's fucking
Yeah.
horrible, and they're doing nothing about it. They're sorry. There's nothing we
Yep.
can do. We didn't. We. Dude, it's in fucking raging. It's in fucking raging that they'll just give to other countries with no problem.
Yep.
Yeah, they've
Well,
given.
and here's the thing, though, too. And you think that North Carolina was a swing state? Not anymore. Not after this response. Absolutely not.
I would hope not.
Yeah, I would hope that he doesn't get one fucking vote there. Not one fucking vote. I saw this. I don't know if it's true or not. But this was on X by PMW Gorilla. It's got a decent following, but it says, if you're going to post this, leave out my info. I'm on the 82nd stationed in Fayette, North Carolina. We have guys in our unit with family in Western North Carolina that are trying to get to their family. Guys who were asked to put in passes to go help any way they can. They're getting told no. Meanwhile, we're being briefed that we might have to be on standby in case we need to support the Middle East. The people stuck need to know that we're trying, but our higher ups aren't allowing it.
Yep. Hello, we need to get the troops ready to go against Iran.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we have to help Israel. Fuck North Carolina.
Yeah. And then Biden said that, they're providing Starlink. Yeah. Meanwhile, here we go. This guy says, please share and tag, hey, Elon Musk, can you make Starlink free for the next 30 days in the disaster zone? It's really slowing us down, setting up here, and I'm putting them all on my personal card. Gift cards weren't seeing the process, and Elon says, we're making a system update to allow our Starlink in the affected areas to work regardless of payment. Software update hopefully completed tonight, tomorrow at the latest.
Yeah, it's dope. At least Musk is trying to help as he can.
I will say, in times of crisis of this, all the times that I had lost faith in humanity, it actually helps me, brings my faith up a little bit.
Right.
You guys know that I'm in North Carolina and everything like that, and so does everybody else. And just what local communities are doing in the state itself is remarkable. In my county that I'm in right now, they had a whole thing yesterday and all over the county itself where you can go and take supplies. They send lists and emails from to your schools. They give you phone calls and tell you where you can go and donate stuff to people, and people are constantly there. donating as much as they can, especially water, because in one of the counties, like the water system is completely down, it's contaminated, everything, and they're just like in desperate need for water. And
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like, how
yeah,
is the how are you just sending $750? Like, how about you take all that $750, whatever else, and like actually send like food, water, other shit like that, instead of just, oh, well, we can just give 750 to those who need it. Like, get fucked, bitch. Like,
But here's
it pisses me the fuck off.
here's the problem. Experienced pilot rescuing flood victims in North Carolina ordered to stop, threatened with arrest.
That's fucked up.
Coverage is Lake Lure.
The cries for help from people stranded without food, water, or electricity hit social media soon after the flooding last Friday.
But my parents are stuck there. Their address is Banner Elk. They are in the first condo. If you receive this, please give me a call back. Thank you.
Sidham's phone started lighting up on Saturday with people begging for help.
I mean, I could hear the desperation in her voice. This is multiple phone calls I've received like this, voicemails, text messages, and you could hear people desperate for help.
Sidham and his son rescued 4 people on Saturday and spent the night in a nearby pilot's lounge, then decided to fly again Sunday morning.
I spoke with my son, which is my co-pilot. I said, hey, do you want to go back out and try to help today? And his response was, there's so many messages, I don't think we can't not go help.
Sidham and his son were headed up to Black Mountain. Flight tracking shows no flight restrictions in place Saturday or Sunday morning when Sidham flew through the Lake Lure Gap. But that was all about to change. The Sidham spotted an older couple waving for help, then landed in what's left of their driveway.
Hey, I want you to let me get in. You step out and go out, help her in, put her bag in the back, get her strapped in. I'm going to take her down, come back. I'll take him, I'll come back, and then I'll get you, okay?
I originally left my son, co-pilot, on the side of the mountain. It was kind of unstable, so I didn't want to put more weight in the helicopter to lift back off. So I left my son with the other victim, and I was just going to take one person down at the time. And you could hear me in the video talking through with the victims and with my son what we're going to do.
3 minutes away, Sidham spotted a group of rescuers just down the river. He landed and found someone in charge.
Told him my background experience, law enforcement, firefighting, pilot. He immediately started helping with coordination. He gave me radio frequencies to coordinate with them on, set up a landing area for me to come back with the other victim. And in the middle of the whole conversation and then blocking the road off, I was greeted by the, at that time I didn't know, but Lake Lure fire chief or assistant chief maybe, and he shut down the whole operation. So at that point I felt like the conversation wasn't going any further. And again, he asked me to leave, and I said, hey, I have no problem getting out of your area. If that's what you want us to do, we'll leave, no issue. At that point, I asked him, what was the reason I had to leave them there? And he said, again, you're interfering with my operation. I just need you to get out of the area.
Wow.
I said, sir, I don't know where you were trained.
Oh
at,
God,
I
I hope this isn't some like big balls like
behind. I'm going back to get my co-pilot.
I'm gonna
He said,
get the accommodation
arrested.
type bullshit.
I said, well, sir, I'm going back to get my co-pilot. I don't know what to tell you. And he said, I'm letting you know. And at that point, he waved for 2 law enforcement officers to come over and told me that again, if I go back up the mountain, I would be arrested.
He flew the 3-minute trip back, picked up his son, and left the woman's husband behind.
I'm sure he was flooded with emotions and trying to rescue other people. And I just felt that it was best at the time to leave. So I did follow his instructions, and I had a conversation with the female victim before I left, apologizing and explaining. She was standing there. She heard the whole conversation, and they were both very, very surprised, very upset. The husband, as I was leaving off of the side of the mountain, at that point, separated from his wife, he was upset. I can only imagine.
Sidham and his nearly 1,400 flight hours turned his chopper around and headed back to South Carolina, passing people waving for help along the way.
As I was actually leaving to go back to get my son, the original chief or captain that I spoke to, his crew and himself, they came back over and said, hey, man, we can't tell you to go get the victim. We can't even ask you to go get the victim, but we can tell you if you come back with the victim, we'll have you a designated landing spot, and we'll make sure they don't come over here.
So there was no flight restriction
No flight restriction when I went in. It went in place 20 or 30 minutes after the confrontation with Mr.
That's fucked up. Like, how could you feel all right with yourself telling that guy to not go save people?
I don't know. Like, what? It didn't seem like there was any like protocol or anything like that going on. If there was no flight restrictions going on, why not use all the help that you can get and use them
Exactly.
in coordination?
Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't your job to make sure that people are okay? And I understand making sure that your people are okay in a rescue mission and like not wanting, you know, to and I know the reason why he even said his qualifications too is because a big risk is having all these people help, but then them getting stuck too. So you're gonna have to rescue the rescuers type thing. And that's why he's like, listen, here are my qualifications. This is what I do. So instead of just like threatening to arrest him, you could have been like, listen, here's my plan. You can either be a part of the plan or you get the hell out. Like you need to like, sir, I'm your captain now type thing.
Yeah.
Or just listen. I can't tell you can't do this. I can't tell you can do this. Do what you got to do. And if you get caught, you get stuck, that's on you. You know?
Well, but I understand like with like communication wise, like there has to be a central I understand that there has to be like everyone because the right hand needs to know what the left hand is doing and I get that, but you need as many other hands as possible to help. And if that gentleman was like they need a leader and be like, dude, okay, you want to help? Okay, well, slow your roll for a second. We'll get to what you were doing, but this needs to be done first or something. Instead of just being like, nope, fuck you, bro.
Yeah, and I could
The
see
dude
what
had a
Amanda's saying
helicopter.
about.
How many helicopters are just sitting around?
I mean, he might have been
willy-nilly?
overwhelmed. He might have been overwhelmed, and yeah, some don't think clearly in those situations. And if that's so, he doesn't deserve to be in charge ever again in his fucking life.
Nope.
You know what helps that situation? A goddamn ham radio. You give that to the guy in the fucking chopper. You learn how to be a fucking leader, and you fucking tell that guy, communicate with me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just.
I mean, I can see what you're saying, but that pisses me. I can't abide by that. That's fucking horse shit. But that's me. I just can't. No.
Yeah. Arrest me. That's what I'd say. Fucking arrest me.
I'll be right back.
Because it's and I know what Jack's talking about because when I was living in Jersey and what was it, Hurricane Irene or Hurricane Sandy was the big one. And we really didn't have much because I lived up in the woods and people just went driving down the fucking street with their chainsaws and just cutting logs and just a way for people to get down the road and shit like that. And I was just like, this is fucking great. I love it here. You know, you got a guy with a fucking plane that could bring in supplies and everything like that. And you're telling him no?
No, that's infuriating. The only $750 to residents there that need help is infuriating. It's all fucking ridiculous, dude.
Oh, here it goes. I found something here. In almost 1 week, the Biden administration approved $8.7 billion in military aid for Israel, $8 billion in military aid for Ukraine, $576 million in military support for Taiwan, $750 one-time emergency assistance payment for American victims of Hurricane Helene. Let that sink in.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Almost $18 billion to other countries of your tax dollars. Government doesn't make anything.
Exactly. Yeah, they're not a company. They don't make a product. They don't have money. That's our money.
Yeah, you know they do have a product.
Us. Yeah,
You're
we're
the fucking
product. Yeah.
You're the fucking product.
Yeah.
Keep paying your taxes. Keep paying your taxes. It's dude. It's and the fact that people are just just go along with it. To just no. We'll just keep working and doing everything. I mean, listen, I don't blame the dock workers for what they're doing,
I do.
but they make a lot of fucking money.
I blame them for what they're doing, or at least the head guys.
Well, I mean, what I found out today.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get to that in just a minute. But first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and show this. Speaking of our tax dollars going to something that also isn't fucking working right now. Look at what's happening whenever Iran bombed Israel.
Okay, guys, we got to get off the roof. These are coming down right next to us here.
Why isn't the Iron Dome
They're
working?
coming down. One just about. We got to go inside.
Aren't we paying for that? Oh wait, that's probably not going to work because they want the fucking war to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my perspective.
Yeah, there's just so much shit, man. There's just so much shit that we paid for other countries. They have the Iron Dome that we've helped fucking fund and everything like that. And I get it. There are allies and whatnot. But once again, we need to be taking care of our own fucking country first. We need to be taking care of. I don't give a shit about Russia and Ukraine. I don't give a shit about Hezbollah and Israel. I don't give a shit. Sorry. We have people who are dying because they're stuck on their roofs and people can't help them out.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to sit there and go, hey, you got $750. A Hawaiian island went up in flames and they said, here's $700. Turned around and gave fucking Ukraine another $50 billion at that point. We're about to enter World War III.
Yeah, and I don't even know how far in that they've gone with any more bombings or anything yet.
Dude, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. You remember the movie Wag the Dog?
Yeah.
Where they made up a fucking whole war?
Mm-hmm.
It just so happens that this all is coming to right before a presidential election, and it's just it's sad. It's fucking sad.
Well, isn't that another thing that if we are in war, that we can't even? Oh, thank you, Jen, for the $10 donation. I had $10 burn in a hole in my pocket. Sweet,
We
thank you.
appreciate the fuck out of you, Jennifer.
Now, I don't know if it completely applies, but if we're in a time of war, we don't do the election or something.
It's something like that, but it's got. But I mean, when.
But I doubt that we're gonna be in full blown war by the election day. I mean,
but I don't think whatchamacallit.
But we wouldn't be at war here domestically. We were at war over in freaking
during
Iraq
9/11
and stuff.
Yeah, during that whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is one
that
thing.
They're going to want to pull a Zelensky.
Yeah. But I doubt they'll be able to. It's not enough time. Maybe earlier, but then they draft our kids and send them to war to die for guard. Yeah, exactly. The one thing is though too is they try to draft my son, they will kill me first.
Yeah,
because you can suck a fat fucking dick if you think you're drafting my kid.
Yeah, you think my kid's gonna go over there and fight?
Big old sausage.
Yeah, exactly.
For your fucking bullshit. When once again, we're the richest economy in the world, and we can't eat. We still have homeless people. We have the richest economy in the world, and we still have fucking homeless people.
We're America. Fuck yeah. Gonna save the motherfucking day. Yeah. America. Fuck yeah. Freedom is the only way.
You knew more of that song than I do. Slowly.
Shut up, Matt. I got them allergies, man. The post-nasal drip gets me every time.
Dude, I've been throwing up for 3 days.
Damn.
I've been throwing because when I get it, I get real bad, like to the point where like it's all like clogged up and everything in here, And then, like I
You're
said,
like,
and then with the babies fucking urine stained diapers every 37 minutes. I'm just like,
That's the big thing. The Second Amendment is why we've never had foreign boots on our soil. Yes, exactly. That
Yep.
is exactly why we never have. Because even if they came here and they tried to go against our military to do what they can do, we have way too many motherfucking crazy guys with guns that are gonna fucking go after them.
oh my god. Where's do you have the good?
No, I was gonna say, I know it sounds gay, but it's true. We're like the last bastion of freedom. As much
Mhm.
as it's being stripped away and everything, that's it. There's no other place you can go to.
Right.
None.
Where when everybody I love how everybody threatens to leave. If Donald Trump wins, I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
Where? Canada?
Who left?
Okay.
You know, I think actually I think Stanley Tucci left. I think he's living in Italy somewhere right now.
I think
And that's about it.
Isn't that what Clooney did too? Didn't he like move to Italy because the shit that was happening around his home with the immigrants and stuff? So he left.
Yeah.
But then he wants to vote for Democrats still, like a fucking moron.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, moron.
well, they keep their dual citizenship, but that's another thing is you go to another country, a lot of countries you need to have a specific amount of money in order to get citizenship there.
Mhm.
Right.
You need to have a bank account with a certain amount of money, but it's
But
not.
we're the heartless bastards.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what. It's crazy, dude. It is fucking.
I think
crazy.
I think it was a Switzerland I said I wanted to move to because I think they actually have something like if you are too annoying or something, you can't have can't have citizenship there. I was like, I want to move there. That's where I want to go.
If you're too
Oh,
fucking annoying.
fine. Jennifer said Hanks left. Yeah, he went to Greece where
Yeah.
they're pretty iffy on the
Pedophilia
PDF
deal.
file stuff.
Yeah, and there's also no what is it?
Extradition.
Extradition there, yeah.
Yup.
Okay.
Well,
Well-
let's what are you gonna
Yeah,
what's
I
up?
was gonna go to the doc. So the
Um,
ILA went on, or did you want to go somewhere else?
No, go ahead, go to this guy.
Okay.
Because this guy, his name is what is his name again? Harold Daggett. Harold Faggot. I mean
Harold
Daggett.
Faggot.
This fucking dude.
Over the weekend,
Secretary of Labor Julie Sue has been terrific. She's knocking down doors. She's trying to stop this. She's trying to get us to a media where we can have a fair negotiations. It's the companies that don't want to. They don't want to sit here and be fair. So that's why we're out here fighting for our livelihood.
what more from the automation do you want? What more protections could there be?
What more?
Yeah, they have language in there now.
Not strong enough, because what happens is they come in with new technology. We just caught them in Mobile, Alabama, called Autogate, and that means the trucks are coming in and they're already checked in somewhere else and not using the checkers in the ILA. Circumventing the contract. They don't care. They don't care. It's not fair. And if we don't put our foot down now, they would like to run over us, and we're not going to allow that.
You are going to grind the economy to a halt here on the East Coast and the Gulf Coast.
No, not us. They are. Don't spin it now because you're Fox News. They're going to drive it.
Are you worried?
They're going to drive it.
Are you worried that this
They have the
strike?
capital to settle this thing.
Are you worried that this strike is going to hurt the everyday American, the farmers that need to reach the export market? They're
Listen,
telling me that they're going to hurt through
Now
all
you
of this.
start to realize who the longshoremen are, right? Nobody cares. People never gave a about us until now, when they finally realized that the chain is being broke now. Cars won't come in. Food won't come in. Clothing won't come in.
You
know
learned
how
that
many
during
people
COVID,
depend
you
on our
fuckhead.
jobs? Half the world. And it's time for them and time for Washington to put so much pressure on them to take care of us, because we took care of them. And we're here 135 years and brought them where they are today, and they don't want to share.
Share what?
Yeah, your bitch ass has a
what-
fucking Bentley, a goddamn mansion, and make $900,000 a year. You fucking fat fuck.
Hold on.
Well.
Before I get angry, what are they asking for? What's the problem?
So, so they don't want automation. They want 77% raise over the next 7 years.
Yeah, and
Now-
they also start out at anywhere from like 84 to 100 something $1,000
Well,
a year.
they're saying, so if you look it up, there's a range, but they're saying with all the benefits that they get and all the overtime, they can reach up to $150,000 a year. Is what they right now is what a lot of them are making, and they want 77% raises. Now, what he said, which pissed me off, was that he said that there's a thing called a Taft-Hartley where they'll be forced to go back to work for 90 days, right? And they said that they'll go from unloading 30 container ships to 8, and they'll grind the economy to a halt just because they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the guy. Union boss threatened to cripple economy, lives in a $7,000 square foot mansion with guest house and Bentley. Mama J. Do you know where he lives? I know where he lives.
Jersey. Franklin Heights or Franklin Lakes.
Nope.
Where?
More secure. He lives in Sparta, New Jersey.
Oh.
Lives in Sparta, New Jersey.
Union bosses don't know dick about dick. So
no.
But I listen, when it comes to, I will say this, longshoreman work is not
easy. It's not.
It's not easy. That's why their pay is $80,000 starting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I heard someone say that they get at least like a 2 or 3% raise each year. Right?
Yeah.
As far as I know, yeah. But I've heard people saying, well, they haven't had a raise in like 5 or 6 years. I'm like, you sure about that? And also,
Right.
if not, they also make more money than most of the average fucking American that also really hasn't. And it's also, if you're talking about inflation being bad with it, guess what? That's not anybody else's fault but the government. Go bitch at them.
Yeah.
And start voting accordingly, you fat fuck.
Did he end up Sparta kicking that reporter saying, "This is Sparta"?
Harold Eilinger, the union boss who vowed to cripple the U.S. economy if ports don't ban automation and raise dock workers' wages salaries, has a Bentley convertible parked outside his sprawling mansion in New Jersey this week. Exclusive photos obtained by the Post revealed. Photos taken by drone on Tuesday show the British lavish car parked at the top outside what happens to be a 5-car garage that's connected to his 7,100 square foot Tudor style home covered by the Skyway. The man lives on 10 fucking acres in North Jersey.
Listen, what they're not telling you though is like the guest house, it's actually his house. He's actually the pool boy because he's not making enough money at what he's doing, that he's the pool boy on the side.
You hear that guy's accent? He's killed at least 10 or 15 people, and he's part of the mafia. I guarantee
Listen,
it.
he used to be in sanitation. Now he's a longshoreman.
Well, I mean,
he
listen,
worked his way up.
There's a
You
couple
can hide
of
a lot of
no-show-
shit in a container.
couple of no-show jobs. Some people need to look at that fucking.
Here,
Look
you
at
want to?
that garage.
Let's play this one to
Okay.
really piss everybody off.
Wait, hold on. But before we do that, because it's not about the union boss. We all know union bosses are bullshit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a legitimate gripe going on with the workers themselves, or is this person looking for another payday because they get a percentage of the union money?
So
And they can hike up union dues if they are paid more money.
So what it is basically they want more money because they're saying they're not being paid enough, and they want the biggest thing. So the two biggest things, like I said, they want 77% over the next 7 years, which you aim high and you get what you get. But they want automation completely stopped, is what they want to do, which I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. In order for tax money to come in, you need people to pay taxes. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So you need people to work. And I get that. But they're talking about, once again, you have people who who make a certain amount of money who have to now pay a certain amount of taxes every paycheck. So it looks like you're getting less and less money. And another thing is, like, when they were out of work during COVID, because he brought that up. He's like, at first he said, like, in this interview, like, a couple thousand people died during COVID, but we were at work. And then he said 17 people have died in the last 3 years. Which one is it? COVID's been in the last 3 or 4 years. You said thousands of people died during COVID to work on the Longshore, but only 17 have died in the last 3 years because of safety. Like, so it's one of those Amanda said it. It's just one of those things, because COVID technically happened in 2020. So, 2021, and I was like, yeah, well, technically it was 2021, but yeah, no. But, he thinks he's Tony fucking Soprano.
Oh yeah, look at that fucking chain on this guy. You gonna believe this asshole about anything?
He lives in fucking Sparta.
Let's listen to this dickhead for a minute.
These people today don't know what a strike is. Right. When my men hit the streets from Maine to Texas, every single port will lock down. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you.
Does he have a pinky ring?
First week,
probably.
Be all over the news every night. Boom, boom. Second week, guys who sell cars can't sell cars because the cars ain't coming in off the ships. They get laid off. Third week, malls start closing down. They can't get the goods from China. They can't sell clothes. They can't do this. Everything in the United States comes on a ship. They go out of business. Construction workers get laid off because the materials aren't coming in. The steel's not coming in. The lumber's not coming in. They lose their job. Everybody's hating the longshoremen now because now they realize how important our jobs are. Now I have the president screaming at me, I'm putting a Taft-Hartley on you. Go ahead. Taft-Hartley means I have to go back to work for 90 days. That's a cooling off period. Do you think when I go back for 90 days, those men are going to go to work on that pier? It's going to cost the company's money to pay their salaries. Well, they went from 30 moves an hour maybe to 8. They're going to be like this. Who's going to win here in the long run? You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world. In today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means. Nobody does.
This
motherfucking
was
mafia.
This was the best Trump campaign ad I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was.
Make America great again.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
China.
means
We don't.
Right. Well, which means bring all the shit back to America.
Yeah.
This is the best Trump campaign ad I've ever seen.
And I can too. I can get on board with fighting automation. I can too, because really I would rather it not be there, because I don't even use the goddamn automatic checkout thing at the gas station because it is a recognition system. It's not by weight or anything else like that. It recognizes from top to where it's at, recognizes all the shit there. And I've literally told the lady there that when I was standing in line, that thing was open. She's like, do you want to come here and use this? I was like, no, but I want you to get behind that register and do your job.
Oh shit, son.
Yeah. And she just gave me a weird look and walked away. I'm like, yeah, you're here, bitch. Do your job. Like, that is taking money from people. That fucking piece of shit isn't paying any sort of, isn't doing anything good for nobody.
Biz, that's not the way to make friends.
Well, man, who wants?
And I like it.
Kind of friend, don't need anymore. By the way, this is my favorite stat because I Googled. I was making sure I had my information available on Sparta, New Jersey. Oh shit, on Sparta, New Jersey. By the way, ethnicity 84% white, black 0%. 0% Native, 4% Asian, 0% Islander, 1% other, 3% 2+, 8% Hispanics. 8% Hispanics includes respondents of any race, other categories, or non-Hispanics. 0% natives, 84% white. Yeah, it is. But not only that, look at this. Look at this.
I wonder if the Hispanic population is the illegals that all of the rich people from there brought into their homes.
Right.
Out of the kindness of their heart that are actually now cooking their food, as that one lady did. Oh, look, we brought in these people and she does a really good job cleaning my house and cooking us meals.
They're the ones who
You
live in
remember that?
They're the ones who live in the pool houses. Look at the average medium income for Sparta. $160,000.
That's right, Maddie. Don't forget to hit that like button, please, people. Do it. Subscribe if you're new here.
This is the richest. This is one of the richest towns in New Jersey, and this guy lives there. Telling it.
I self check out in Walmart, then I hang out in the employee break room after. They walk in like that Buscemi meme, like, "Hello, fellow Walmart workers."
I went to Walmart. I went to Walmart today, and I felt bad because there was actually a lady just standing there, not like just standing behind the counter, and I let her, and I didn't check out myself. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna let the lady do something." Instead of just standing there looking at everybody.
I never do self checkout unless I have one item. All the other
He's gonna have to
times, just
unsub Davey without a beard is bothering me.
It'll be back soon. It's almost back. It's only been 2 days and it's almost back as it is. Yeah, Sparta PD likes to target me when I drive through there. It's one of those towns that you don't do 5 miles an hour, not even 3 miles an hour over. There's
I'll be right back.
I know of 2 towns in Jersey that you do not do 3 miles over the speed limit, and that's Lincoln Park, New Jersey, and Sparta, New Jersey. I got my first speeding ticket when I was 17 in Lincoln Park, New Jersey. They said I was doing 7 over. I was 17. 17 years old doing 7 over. I was 42 and a 35.
You want to hear the most I used to live up north story ever?
Yeah.
So my boyfriend at the time, now husband, and I were driving from Delaware to New Jersey because I went to school in Delaware for a little bit. And we're going through a toll, and some dude pulls up next to us and goes, "Hey, are my tags on?" "No, bro." He's like, "All right, cool." Right. We were like, "Wait, what just happened?" They're like, "Thanks, man."
I keep just looking at this New York Post article. This man has what looks like his own fucking. Oh, wait. I don't want to do that. It looks like he's got his own toll booth.
It does.
Look at this house. Look at this house. And this dude is talking about how he makes enough. He doesn't make it. They don't make enough.
How much money is he making for that house? That house has to be millions. I would have to say in New Jersey.
Listing price is 3.1
right.
Before reducing it to
2.9.
Job comes with a salary of $728,000 annually, on top of an additional $173,000 from the local Daggett, who fought back federal accusations of his having mafia ties. We called it.
Mm-hmm.
Became the president of the Longshoreman Association in 2001, a job that comes with a $728,000 salary.
I wonder if he was getting accused, I wonder how he fought back the federal accusation. Oh, probably because the mafia owns the people that fucking, fought it off.
I just listen. I have a problem with unions, and I don't have a problem with unions. My problem with unions is this stuff. I understand what they're doing, but once again, when you have people like that at the executive level of the union, who are just as bad as the executives that they're fighting against,
mm-hmm.
Right.
It makes no sense. Fine, you know what? The head of the union, 10% more than the highest paid. So if the highest paid is $100,000, The head of the union gets $110,000 and maybe his expenses paid. So if he's got to go and do something in Maine, then they pay for his hotel and they pay for like, a per diem to eat and stuff like that. That's fine. Dude's making almost $1 million.
Yeah. Well,
$1
I mean,
million
and honestly,
See, now one
when
thing
it
that
comes
could
to this,
go ahead.
I was gonna say when it comes to the strike, if he was like a good union boss or whatever, he'd be like, yeah, give them more money, and he keeps the same pay.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like, he
Oh,
should
really?
be,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No,
You're
he
like
should be
mind
like,
melting.
I don't want any of this. I'm trying to fight for them, and then against the automation, but I'm trying to fight for these workers here. I don't want anything. Like that would make it a lot better in my eyes, to be honest. Yeah, that would probably help.
Well, the thing is also like with Amanda's job, they have what's called profit sharing, and so the better Ford does.
Oh, communism. Okay, sorry.
No, it's not communism. It's called profit sharing. It's a bet. They all get like a stock. They get a part in the stock. So the better
I
that
have
Ford
that in
does,
I actually have that in my job. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
So the
we're a
better-
profit sharing company.
so the better Ford does, the better she does. And then they went to redo the contract, and certain people got certain amount, and certain executives for the union got a certain twice or three times amount. And I go,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they're the fucking same.
Mm-hmm.
They're the fucking same. They're fighting each other. Meanwhile, they're fucking doing backdoor deals, so that way they make out just as good as each other. And it's like
Yeah.
like I said, it should be fine. You want to be the president of the union, you get 10%. That's it. You get no more. You're just as. I mean, you're not working. It's not like he goes to the dock. It's not like he's going to the dock and working every fucking day. He's
Mhm.
going to every single dock from Maine to fucking Texas and making sure people are doing their job, basically, is what he's doing all
Yeah.
day, every day. That's all his job is. It's just travel. He's
Mhm.
not actually getting out there. So yeah, take the 10% or whatever it is and do that. But no, $1 million, a fucking $1 million. And they're mad at the wrong people. They're mad at the wrong people. I'm telling you that right now. I mean, like I said, the automation sucks. We should not be doing automation. I'm sorry. Yes, automation for some things helps, but there's some things that we need work. We need people to do the actual work for.
Mhm.
Because like the gas tax. We go to EVs. There's no more gas tax. So now what's California doing with the gas tax? Oh, now you're going to be charged for every mile you drive.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You're going to be taxed on the miles you drive. So they're just going to come up with new fucking ways to tax you on things. By the way, Gavin Newsom needs to just shut the fuck up. Gavin Newsom just needs to shut his fucking mouth on
Oh yeah,
Twitter.
didn't they just sign a bill in making voter ID illegal?
I don't
I
know.
did see something on that, but he needs to shut his beautiful mouth. He's got nice teeth.
He's fucking
JD Vance
He's the
just really
fucking
does.
goddamn Temu Bradley Cooper.
JD Vance just told us to look at the record for Trump's economy. Okay, Donald Trump lost 2.7 million jobs. President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have created over 15 million jobs. That's the record. And
No,
so
they
my
didn't.
response was, coming from the guy who had a $25 billion surplus when he took over California, and it's now $78 billion in debt. Where's the money?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's Google.
At the French Laundry, that's where it's at.
And also, they didn't create any of those fucking jobs. Those are people going back, and also 818,000 of those jobs are made up. You fucking retard.
Wait, where is it? I don't know. I can't find it. Oh, and Anna Kasparian. I'm trying to look for the Anna Kasparian tweet where she was finding like
$300 for every 1,000 miles, and they want to mandate all vehicles be EV by 2035. Yeah, get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that,
Yeah.
dude.
Where is it?
California.
Anna Kasparian is finally joining the ranks. She's fucking had it. Oh, here it is.
With what? What has she had it with?
Told you
Dick.
she took her hair down, and now the pressure is starting to go back into her head.
Senator Scott
It was
Wiener.
very tight. It
It
was a
was.
tight bun.
Anyone talking about the housing crisis without calling it what it is, a shortage caused in an insufficient part of by extreme
Insignificant part.
by extreme overregulation isn't serious about actually ending the crisis. Aren't you too busy blocking legislation to reclassify child sex trafficking as a felony instead of a misdemeanor to give a damn about the housing crisis, you sick fuck?
Yeah.
She is not happy.
Good.
And-
Come to our side and bring that anger, lady, because you've always been pretty angry.
It's nice over here.
Yeah.
Because she also went at him last night about the
The
here it is.
debate.
Yeah, here it is. Honestly, it drives me crazy when Dems allege that unemployment rose by tens of millions under Trump when they know it was due to COVID shutdowns Dems supported and wanted to extend.
Mhm.
Yep. Absolutely. Oh my God. The Dems were so excited to shut shit down. They were so excited to shut shit down. Instead of letting there be two ways to get in and out of a place, they only made it one way, which makes no
Mhm.
sense.
No.
They're like, hey, listen, you need to follow these arrows because, science.
Mhm.
And then you're passing people as you're going in, but there's another door that they would shut off.
Mhm. Which doesn't make any fucking sense because if you don't want people by each other, then why are you
Yeah.
making them go in and out of the same place?
Which makes hold on. I'm trying to see California. 73 California is in $73 billion in
Fox just wants Fret's boobs on our side. Yeah. Kinda. Or yeah, I do. Yes, of course. Yeah.
it is.
Babes.
Trying to find it. Yeah. So now they're at $73 billion as of February of 2024. Last. They
California?
were $25 billion surplus when Gavin Newsom took over. And now there's $73 billion in debt.
Because they want to keep going in debt. They want to try to make it to where government controls everything, like the federal government itself.
Communism is working, guys. It's working.
Mm-hmm. Vodka typing is not easy. You'll have that. You'll have that.
Oh my God. By the way, did you see that fucking people are buying up toilet paper again?
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
No.
Again?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
Where?
because-
Where? Because of the longshoremen?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
It's fall, y'all. Just use a leaf.
It's not even that. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine right now.
We're gonna see what happens if they're on strike for 2 weeks, though. Because if they do go on strike for 2 weeks, that will fuck up quite a few things.
Yeah, but a lot of the stuff,
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff, I've been told is made here, like toilet paper and shit like that. A lot of that, like a lot of the like imported fruits and shit like that, is what comes. You won't be able to get your yeah. I was just gonna say you won't get your avocado toast. Not only that, it's only the East Coast.
Right.
The West Coast, the longshoremen on the West Coast are still working. We're still getting stuff from.
Oh, so it's just the East Coast?
Yeah.
Majority of our China shipping comes from the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Right. AOC
Because
has huge cans. It's a shame she's a waste of air. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what her cans are filled with.
Mm-hmm. Hot communist air.
Listen,
Why did I have the red balloon song stuck in my head now?
99 love balloons. What?
Hey, fucking Jimmy Carter left that behind. Now he's 100. He ain't no 99 left balloons, you know?
Jimmy Carter left his body 99 years ago. Okay?
Yeah, it looks like it, man. That guy.
99 days ago. Sorry. By the way, did you see this?
I have an image of Up, the movie Up, in my mind.
Right? Jimmy Carter looks like if he farted, he would turn to dust.
Yeah, no, please.
No,
let
it
Jimmy
is dust when it comes
Yeah.
out.
Please just let Jimmy Carter go up to heaven. Please just let him finally go. By the way,
I need the heaven
sorry.
noise.
He's
I need like the choir, like ah.
what he's like the incarnation of the pathway to hell is paved with good intentions. Like
Right.
it's Jimmy Carter's face.
Just Jimmy Carter's body elongated along that path.
He tried. Oh, it's like definitely a bless his heart type of situation.
Dude, I saw
I
that
bet you
video.
a lot of people turned Southern during his presidency, and they're like, "Oh, bless his heart."
Right. Oh yeah. A lot of bless your hearts going around.
Yeah.
By the way, Byron Donald is the fucking man. That's all I have to say. And Angela Ray is a cunt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that for the record. Angela Ray.
How do you really feel?
Is a cunt.
Are we thriving? Is our members in
Well,
your
I would
state,
argue
Black
we're not.
folks in your
I would
state
argue we're not
thriving?
really thriving right now. This inflation, which by the way was brought to us by Kamala Harris, has really slowed down people from being able to excel.
By Kamala?
Yes.
The vice president.
Oh, Charlemagne.
It's still the president.
Charlemagne, listen, man. When Joe Biden wanted to do his American Rescue Plan, Kamala Harris was the tie-breaking vote in the United States Senate. She broke the tie that started this inflation that has hurt so many people in our country. Everybody listening to your show, it's not true.
In the nice.
First of all,
you sure you want to go there?
This is why
Mm-hmm.
I love Byron Donald. He's the fucking man. I'd vote for him for president in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
I'd go on the campaign trail. I'd go on the campaign trail for that man. I would.
Tie-breaking vote.
You sure you want to go there?
Go outside,
What you
Congressman,
pulling
when
out?
you go outside.
You sure
in
you want to
your
go there?
district,
Okay, let's go there.
you had it
You got
pretty
notes.
good.
You got notes, Angela, right?
That's fine. I have notes.
I'm
too,
gonna give
and
it. I'm gonna
the
give it to
biggest note I
Charlemagne.
have today
I'm gonna give it to
is
Charlemagne.
that on
I don't
every
even want to hold
question
it
I've asked,
because Angela,
for
hold on now. Go
for
ahead.
every infrastructure project in your community,
You can go to
should
third
go
page.
out
That's the
and
highlighted
thank
portion.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the Congress that voted for the American Rescue Plan.
Angela,
That's what should be happening.
Larry Summers wrote an op-ed back in 2021. Larry Summers was the Treasury Secretary for Bill Clinton. He was an economic advisor to Barack Obama. He said that the American Rescue Plan that Joe Biden wanted, that Kamala Harris was the tie-breaking vote in the United States Senate, would create a massive inflation that we have not seen in a generation. Well, guess what? Larry Summers was correct. You know who also was correct, Angela? I was, because I was in the budget committee when they brought the bill. And I said in that committee, it's going to cause massive inflation. That's what happened. So the problem we have in our economy today is that prices have gone up massively. Wages adjusted for inflation is down. People's pocketbooks are hurting. But we have a presidential election in 40 days. So, and I'm gonna ask Envy this question. Envy, you're in the housing business as well. I know because I watch. I listen to the show. No, I'm just asking them a question. Chill, Angela. So I listen to the show. I know you do a lot of business in housing. Would you hire somebody that broke up stuff in one of your houses to fix the other houses?
No.
Exactly. She broke the economy.
I'm not going to do this morning, Byron.
Why are you not going to do this, Angela? Because I'm bringing facts. Hold on now. So now I'm bringing facts and you don't want to do it no more? Come on now, Angela. That's not right. I'm bringing facts. I thought we were going to have a fact-based conversation. I want to have a fact-based conversation.
Now she changed the subject.
Right, exactly. Now, she doesn't want to handle it.
No. That is.
I would like
par
Byron
for the course with her, though. Like, if you watch any interview that's done by anybody that's pushing back on the bullshit that's spewing out of her beautiful mouth, that's what she does.
Yeah,
is that she always changes the conversation because she's like, all right, well, I'm going to try to make this L a W, and she just looks like a fool.
And she always, because I was watching a bunch of different ones that every time she doesn't take the L, she gets angry and then goes to the are you a white woman telling a black woman? Are you talking over me as a man? Are you mansplaining? Like, no, it's a fucking conversation. You're asking him about these things. He goes, here's the information. And then she goes, well, you're not answering any of the questions I've asked you so far. He's like, I've answered what I would.
Right. See, even at I don't know, I would like to see what Byron would do in the debate because JD did have a damn good debate performance. So I wonder how Byron would do in the debate with no balls walls, how that would go.
I said, with JD, it was a civil debate, and JD Vance was cool. He was calm, and he was like just chill. He was chill, right? He's like a duck. anything just like rolled off his back. Where Walls, you would see him and he'd hear things and he's like, every time I saw him, he was writing shit down. I'm like, what are you writing, bro? You still said that you're friends with school shooters. Like, I don't understand. It didn't help.
And he always had that worried look on his face.
Bro, his face the
Dude.
entire time. And then, okay. I want to bring up one more. What up? I want to bring up one more thing, and then I have like this. I forget, it was Politico wrote about how JD Vance's beard was like racist, but Walls' eyes were about his passion. I got
No, they call this beard sexist.
No.
Yeah, hold
on. No.
Just because nothing goes wrong. We're talking about people getting violently hurt or killed.
Yeah, clearly.
And I named
When it's
people that you brushed over.
But it's clear, when
not
somebody
brushing over
clearly
that.
violates the constitutional right.
And when you violate a constitutional right, qualified immunity doesn't apply to you. And that's what I'm talking about. It does not. Angela, don't do that. It does not.
I thought that was the definition. I thought that was the definition.
No, it does
I thought
not.
that was the definition.
No,
of
it does not. If you carry yourself outside of the confines of your training and the protocols of that department, qualified immunity doesn't apply to you. It does
That's not true.
That is very true. That is very true.
That is patently
That
false.
is no, it's patently true, and we need to make sure we have that accurate. We cannot make that statement because you have a lot of officers out here who do their job with honor and dignity and respect for the people that they serve.
Okay, listen, qualified immunity is a legal doctrine that protects government officials from civil lawsuits when they perform their jobs unless they clearly violate a constitutional right.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And what is a violation of that right is when they're outside the norms of their training and the protocols of that department or that agency.
But here's the main thing, because we can actually go past qualified immunity because this is the place where you've refused to answer both on Donald Trump's accountability and on the law enforcement that you love so dearly.
Right.
What we know is that he's seeking full immunity, like the same immunity he now has because of the Supreme Court. Because of the corruption of the Supreme Court, we have now gone
because of the corruption of the Supreme Court.
Oh my God. I saw the perfect meme for this. And it was of Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison. When after Billy Madison calls him, he's like, yeah, bro, sorry. And it said, what liberals look like after Dems tell them what to do. And he's sitting there just putting lipstick on. Blah, blah, blah. Best meme. That's her.
This is why I mean she is a cunt. She is just
absolutely
absent. Because this is the same woman.
No.
This is the
She's
same woman.
not a cunt. She's just ill-informed.
No, she's not ill-informed. She's very smart. She's very smart. She was the leader of the
You
Black
can be
Caucus.
smart and ill-informed.
She's the lead. No, she's doing this is intentionally. She was on CNN. She was on CNN. She was an analyst on CNN. She was the leader of the Black Caucus. She's an ex senior. I forget what she was,
and she doesn't even know the fucking laws.
Yeah, she was in politics, so she's being willfully ignorant and stupid on purpose. On purpose, she's doing it like. Let me just.
I don't believe that.
This is who she
may
is.
be smart, but she's ill-informed. There's a huge cognitive dissonance component in this whole thing.
Okay. Yes.
All the time.
Yes, you're right. Yes, that's what she has. She has cognitive. I can't even say that. Fuck whatever.
Cognitive dissonance.
That too. Where she doesn't want to believe it. Like she doesn't want to. Like you can give her all the information, all the facts, and everything like that, but she will just continually just go, no, it's racist. It's this. It's that.
Yeah.
beyond civil presidential immunity to criminal presidential immunity. He would like to give that same immunity to law enforcement. True or false?
Well, let's expand that a couple
True
things.
or false?
You can't ask a true or false, Angela, because you got to explain the details. No, see, this is the
I
problem.
don't want you to explain the details because when you explain
Why you
the
don't
details,
want people to hear the details, Angela? The details are what the things that matter. You got to explain the details, or then you just talk. You're just talking,
and then explain.
If you don't explain the details, then you're just talking.
Yeah, you don't want to say that because we're
She didn't want to hear the full. There's a context to it. Yeah, she didn't want to hear that there's a context to it, and how, yes, okay, on some things that there's like with Trump, He has immunity on some things. Once again, a president is immune from ordering bomb strikes in other countries, killing people. He is
Except for
allowed to do
Obama.
that.
Yeah.
Well, Obama killed American citizens. That's a
Yeah.
different story. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to do that. But you have to make those decisions, and you have to, that kind of stuff has to be made. So yeah, you get certain kinds of immunity. But she's just like civil immunity and presidential immunity and this, and then he went to go, okay, so let's have a conversation about it. And she goes, no, true or false? Well, there's more than just a true or false. There's more to it than no, true or false. Cops get full immunity of they kill black people and they can get away with it. No, they can't. If they do something unconstitutionally, if they're serving a search warrant and somebody dies, yeah, constitutionally it depends, and there's different facts about it. But yeah, here's a political debate. JD, yes, Vance's beard matters. Vance is the first White House wannabe to wear a facial hair in 80 years. Research indicates the voters see beards as more masculine. That can be positive to some, but others, especially women, it can be negative, conveying aggression and opposition to feminist ideals. But wait a minute. Walls' wide eyes shows his passion. Eye popping can sometimes be a sign of surprise, but for Walls, it simply reveals his emotional intensity. Like during an exchange about abortion, the dynamic and emphatic facial motion grabs the viewer's attention. For Walls, it gave extra weight to his feelings and held our gaze.
Okay.
Oh, close up on his O face. Stop.
It held the gaze, all right.
Wow.
Jesus, come take the wheel.
So beards are sexist and crazy eyes are good. Yeah.
Yes, because this is the face you see right before. And by the way, some of the comments that I've seen,
this is the face right before you die in a man's basement. That's
He looks like Clark Griswold right when he was talking about getting his bonus in Christmas Vacation.
How did
I'm fine. Everything's fine. Yeah.
By the way, we're doing a little off-roading here, folks. We're going into Memedom Kingdom territory with this right now. Black Twitter has exploded. Okay? Bangers from Black Twitter tonight. Enjoy the thread. This nigga Vance just got Tim Walz to tell the world that his balls don't work, man. Get Mo. Get Mo. Couldn't get that out of me.
How did that happen?
That nigga Tim Walz built like a lesbian. Tim Walz reminds me of my middle school English teacher that would have a mental breakdown whenever a black kid would say nigga. He killed himself when the police were called to his house.
Holy shit.
Tim Walz is fucking retarded. This nigga said, why are we stigmatizing mental health? Sometimes it's just the guns. Bro, fuck this dude.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. This is, there's so many more. This.
That's San Diego cult leader face.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, this is a great one. You'll probably see it again on Friday, but I gotta show this one real quick too. Oh, there we go. Share this. When it wasn't just a fart.
Have you seen the ones where it's like one of the liberal ladies like screaming and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like it transforms like how she is 4 years later? It's she's miserable. Oh man. I don't know. It's gonna be a crazy November, that's for sure. I can't believe how
Yeah.
close it is too. I mean, it's
Getting
like
pretty close.
it's a month away, man.
Tim Walz said they don't got mass shootings in Finland. At first, I thought that nigga had a point, but low key, it just feels racist. Oh, I love Black Twitter. I really do. Oh, it's so fun over there. Oh man,
That's pretty great.
We're not allowed. Me and Biz aren't allowed over there because we're white. You're brown, so you can be there.
Listen, according to some demographics, I'm white adjacent, so it is what it is.
I mean, that is it. Yeah.
I mean, I might be black. I never met my dad. I mean,
listen.
And I'm out. I'll talk to him.
Actually, you can be there now. Oh, that was really bad.
I wish there was a Black Twitter bio you could put and just says, "My dad never came back with milk."
Yeah, right.
Oh, fuck. That ended better than I thought it was going to end.
Yeah. Great ending. Great. Speaking of all that, you guys want to plug anything before we head out?
Davey went and all of us. What's his white Twitter show? Davey Quay's like a white dude. Shut up, tweet.
A lot of mayonnaise and stuff.
A
lot of cooking recipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of mayonnaise casseroles.
Oh.
Which, okay, hold on. First of all, before we let go, I don't know if people know this because I actually have questions because I saw this on Twitter the other day about there's a difference between white hamburger helper and black hamburger helper. I don't know what the difference is because in my family,
seasoning?
do the hamburger
Kool-Aid.
helper, we did the tuna helper, and it was gross.
Tuna helper's terrible.
There's more sugar in black hamburger helper.
Natty, I'm black. I'm half black from the waist down.
I love you too, Tweet.
I see what you did there.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I have no
I'm
idea.
gonna have to go look on Twitter or on TikTok because I was actually curious. I was looking at it right before I fell asleep last night, and it's a weird thing to have on your brain, but it has been on my brain because I also saw a hamburger helper commercial, and it was of the stroganoff, and I'm like, I don't know. Anyway,
speaking of,
I got research to do.
I got stuck on whatchamacallit, on Italian Instagram a couple nights ago, and I said to Amanda, I said, I need you to go to the store and grab food. I need ham, I need pepperoni, I need superset, I need some oil, some vinegar, I need long rolls, I need some prosciutto.
You need high cholesterol is what you need.
I need all the meats.
Is what the picture was.
That's what that picture was that I put up. Was a fucking sandwich that I made that I was like, oh my God. I was, yeah. So I was stuck on.
I was like, why is he sending us a picture of a random sandwich?
Because
it makes sense now.
They don't make them
Good
sandwiches
job,
here.
sir.
Listen,
good job, sir.
They have Jimmy John's here and fucking
Night Gen
and sub Night Gen. They have Subway. That's it. They have Subway and Casey's, and which I mean they make great food, but like it's one of those like I was like I want an Italian sub. I want a fucking Italian sub, and I was just I made it and I put it in the fucking the whatchamacallit. What's that wrap that you
parchment paper?
Yeah, that's it. I put it in parchment paper. I rolled it nicely. I cut it in the parchment paper. I put it to this. I was like, God damn! I was so excited.
Did you do the oils with the seasoning? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we found we went into Kansas City proper. And there's an Italian bakery there, which I have to go back. I have to go. There's an Italian, place. By the way, I didn't know fucking Amanda's never had a cannoli before. or Spencer's never had a cannoli before, and they had cannolis, and I was like, I'll take a cannoli. But yeah, I gotta go there, and I'm gonna get a bunch of meats, within like maybe next paycheck or something like that, because
Davey's trying to be Arby's.
I'm sorry. He's got meats. He's got cheeses. He's got
Got the meats. Oh, Jen, thank you for
Listen.
a $5 donation again. Stay safe. Thank you.
And instead of having like lemonade stand, you'll see Davey out there be like, "Listen, I got a makeshift deli going on out here." Blah blah. He's gonna be like on plyboard and be like, "Spencer, go. We need an extra thin."
I'm gonna go buy a meat slicer. I'm gonna find me I'm gonna go to that deli over there and just buy. Can I just get the whole ham? Let me get that whole ham. I'm 2 seconds away from just buying that pinwheel, that cheese wheel, and just making spaghetti in that wheel. I am fucking 2 seconds away from doing that. I'm telling you right now. I have been stuck on food Instagram for the last 3 days, and I'm like, I am going to buy everything.
Have you heard of Golden Bear?
No. When you said golden, I thought it was going somewhere different, but okay.
No. You're not having an R. Kelly conversation right now. Like,
Have you ever heard of golden showers?
What's Golden
we're
Bear?
not having that type of conversation. No, Golden Bear. If you go to Golden Bear, you can order foods from restaurants, from places that you lived across the country, and they will deliver it to your house.
You saw what I found, right?
But
Taylor ham.
I
Just
did see
don't.
that.
Just let me have it. Shut up. Let me have it. I found it. Shut up. Let me have it. Let me have it. It's literally. I'm telling you, it is literally a mile and a half down at this place called Sprouts. I think it's what it's called.
It's a grocery store called Sprouts. Yes.
Yes. I went. Don't do it. Let me fucking have it this one time, please. I'm excited. I was excited. I found it. There was like 8 of them, and it took me all in everything I could not to, because they were $12 for a pound. Yeah,
That's actually good.
12.
It's on par. Honestly, it is on par with what
$12 for a pound of like any meat right now is pretty fucking good.
Listen, but for this, you go
Gold Belly, not Gold Bear. Yes,
Gold Belly.
it's Gold Belly.
Okay.
Thank you, Tweaked.
Oh yeah. Oh, these are the good sandwich shops: Firehouse Subs, Good Sense, McAllister's, Capriati's, Lion's Choice. Do any of them sound?
McAllister's pretty good.
McAllister's, but does any of them sound like a good fucking sandwich shop? No. We had A&A's by my house, like a fucking Italian deli. You walked in and the sausages were hanging. You had the superset and everything just hanging from the ceiling. Listen, I love it out
Getting
here.
all Goodfellas in this bitch.
Oh, I love it out here. But I sometimes I just want to go home and just buy a store and just bring it back with me.
Next, we'll see Davey. He's calling cousin Vinny to help him out.
Give me the fucking gabagool already, okay?
Listen, I have been watching which was just The Sopranos again. I've been watching Sopranos again. Did you see that The Sopranos has a documentary out? David Chase did a on Max. It's a 2-part, 2 hours each of basically Sopranos. So basically, The Sopranos is based on David Chase's life, and just watching everything it just reminds me of home so much. It just reminds me every time I watch The Sopranos. I'm like, I know where that is. I was telling Amanda.
Go near a sewer, eat a sandwich at the same time, and just
I'm
smell it in.
I'm not
Just
driving.
like home.
I'm not driving through Elizabeth.
Like home.
I was
Go
watching.
next to the dirty diaper from the baby. Eat a
was-
sandwich and smell it all in. Just
So-
like home.
You ever been to the Willowbrook Mall in Wayne?
No, I never went to North Jersey.
Where's the farthest you went up north then?
Burlington. Oh,
Ugh.
sorry. Oh, excuse me. I did play a soccer game at NJIT, and then I left. I just went to the field and I left. That's the furthest I've been. I apologize.
So there's one scene where Tony's meeting a guy outside of the mall, And literally, there's a TGI Fridays, and I said to Amanda, I worked in that TGI Friday that they filmed that at. So, but yeah, dude, Sopranos is such a great show. If you haven't watched it, if you've never watched Sopranos, watch it. It's so much fun. It's a great show.
Yeah,
I have to finish it. I'm only on the second season.
I tried to. I wasn't a fan. That's me though.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen.
But yeah, we're at the end of here.
Yep.
Do you guys want to plug whatever?
Don't forget
plug stuff.
what's tomorrow. Tomorrow
That
is
last
Thursday. Is off label. 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Friday, Choices Not Chances, 5 a.m. Friday night, Me and the Kingdom, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Saturday is The Stupids Play. Monday, the girls are back. 10 Central, 11 Eastern.
Yep.
11 o'clock. Tuesday is off label. Next Tuesday, Joe Sweeney will be on. Brett will be on. And Glenn Croy will be on with us. Joe Sweeney was just on Robert Gouvea's channel the other day. He's a CIA lawyer, an ex-CIA lawyer who knows a bunch about some of the judges that has to do with Glenn's case. We're going to talk about the charges that are going down in Trump's trial, which are, if you're watching anything of the Trump's trial in the Supreme Court right now of New York, it is about to be thrown the fuck out. They're not even playing with Letitia James's lawyers. They're like, you guys are fucking dumb, basically. This is the stupidest thing ever. Huh?
I'm missing so much.
Yeah, I would just watch Robert go over it today. They're just like, this makes no sense. But yeah, we will have Joe Sweeney on Tuesday. Then we will be back. Same bad channel, same bad time, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Next week for Business Party Podcast. We love you all. Have a wonderful evening. We will see you next week.
Later on.